Hello ladies and gentlemen, Jesse here, and today I'm going to go over my game Sandbox Football Manager for the Round 21 Sandbox Game Jam. Now I was firstly going to quickly just go over the gameplay of it, just to give you guys a quick idea if you only got a few seconds. Basically you get coins every time the ball goes in the score box basically. These coins I've actually just provided for myself for this video, but as you can see my team just scored, so one just spawned here and that's going to happen over and over again. So because it's a manager, you get to pick your players that you want to play on your team, so I'm just going to pick 3 here at random, and once you've unlocked them you can talk to them, put them in the position you want them to. As you can see, it's just killed off the one and replaced it. And I don't know which number I'd pick, so we'll go 2. No, we already had 2. We'll go 3. There we go. So as you can see, you can actually replace the ones that are already there, and you can fill up a whole team of just one. So if we want to go with this one here, we can go position 2, position 3. We'll do that one again. There we go. And now we've got the 3 large. Can't remember the name exactly. Caro or something, I'm not 100% sure, playing. And we've got a goalie. We can't change the goalie because of the behaviours set up, and we don't have prefabs at the moment, so I've just done the best I can with the simulation. It's nothing too exciting, but it does the basics of what it needs to do. I've spent as much time on it as I could possibly, that's not the word. I've spent a lot of time on it to get it as perfect as I could, and that's about as far as it's going to get, I think, without prefabs and stuff. So I've got a lot further than I originally started with, which is nice. That's it before I go into more details and everything. And there is a button here I can press if we get close to it to reset everyone on my team. There we go. Yeah, so that's basically it, and then I can generate them again, put them where I want them to be. Can have 2 Marys, one of these guys. Yeah, okay. I'll start from the beginning again, and now I'm going to go over it in a lot more detail. So as you can see, spawn here, it's just a simple car park. This was actually the first thing I made, just a car park here. I didn't have this bus zone, but I added it to just extend it a bit, make it a bit more open. As you can see, it blocks the view out there, but not perfect. And as you can see, there's some plants and stuff just to populate the environment a little bit. There's a flying around owl, which was a little nice touch. I've spent a lot of time making sure there's as little bugs as possible. There's only one bug that I know about that I can't figure out how to fix, and we actually saw it earlier where we generated someone and not only the one before it died but the new one died too. I'll probably look at it again to show you guys what I mean. I did attempt to fix it and it seems to solve it sometimes but not all the time. I'll go through that later, but as you can see, you can go up here, you can jump up here, and that's it. You can't get any further. You're stuck in this area, which is what I like. We'll go through here before I get sidetracked. You got a welcome message here, you got sound. It's got the directions that come up. So as you can see, it's got arrows there if you're not too literate. I mean, I've even bolded the letters for what they are, so ups the game, right's the tutorial. So as we go in here, we've just got some environment over here. We've got this person who talks. Originally it was in there, but then the message didn't come up, and I know there's an option that you can overlay the environment, but it doesn't seem to work correctly. Put it on top of the environment, but it doesn't seem to work correctly, so I've just put them out here. Looks fine. You've got some environment with some sounds and stuff, some chairs and stuff. I try to keep it close to what you'd expect at a soccer match. We've got the tutorial over here, like I said. Before we get to that, I've got these fences. They weren't originally there. It was a lot more open, but I originally built it so the player had to come around here to go over to the tutorial game, and the reason for that is that it's so it doesn't clip with these pillars. How the camera, you can see it just jump forward there, and I don't like that. It annoys me a lot. It happens if you go left here, but not as bad as if it was before, if the road didn't go straight and then turned, and players could just go straight through there. So now, players go straight, they pass the pillars, there's no camera issue. So we're at the tutorial here. It explains what the game's about. It's got colours in there. Go to the next one. It's got colour coding to let the player know what they have to do, where to look. So pick it up. See, we've got the default key E there to let them know what button to press, and what they can do. And so it just basically tells us to put the coin on top of the little circle here in the purple tile. So we can talk to this beaver, ask what position to go into, just like in the actual game which we went through earlier. And we can exit, but if we press a position, Mary just tells us that the beaver can't play the game basically, and that we should pick her when we get a coin. So moving on, we've got 6 players in the game at the moment. I believe that's all I'm going to put in for now. It was very tedious to write things over and over again, but I got 6 in and I'm happy with the 6. Like before, you can pick up a coin. I've obviously scored a few points at this point, so they're we've got a few stacked up. So we'll get Jet over here. Let's put it above it. He's unlocked. Lets us know it's unlocked. We can change the position, like I said before. Just looks like the ball's having a little bit of an issue there. Looks like it can. He's hitting in his own goal. Yeah. So as I was saying, it just replaces the one you pick, and that way you can have multiples of the same character. You can have different characters. You press this button and it resets all the characters that are currently there besides the goalkeeper, who looks like he's just going to keep hitting it into his goal. So I'm not saying I have to look into before I send this form in, but I haven't seen that happen before. Looks like it might have something to do with the attack thing, or it's stuck in between his legs because it's supposed to run away from the goalkeeper, but it can actually come over here as we've seen it being hit. Anyway, I'll just leave that for now and I'll look at it after. We've got the stadium here. Nothing too exciting. I just found a square there that's not supposed to be there, so I'll take that out. You won't see that in the actual game. It'll be nice going up like it should. You can go all around here and watch. You can't actually get in there. There's invisible walls, which you'll see after. What else can I say? There's just this little back area here. Originally this was just going to be kind of like I forget the word for it, but it's like a team lockers, but it was a bit too small and I didn't really have the assets for lockers, so I just turned it into like a hangout area, spare space. Got this person here is walking around with some tea and some bikes leaning against the wall there. Some sound with interacting with things. That's about it. But yeah, I've got to check out that bug because you don't want that to happen, especially if you. Let's see if we've got enough coins here. So I think we're actually 2 coins short to unlocking everyone, so yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to have to fix in that square, which I'll do I guess straight after the video. Taking a look at it, this is what it looks like here completely. You can't actually see it, but there's invisible things up there. That's the logic behind spawning these characters and getting rid of the ones on the field. There's lots of invisible objects all around for different things. Starting here, there's really nothing here. It's just aesthetics. We got the wall, so you can't actually get out, and walls around the field, so the ball can't get out because it can be knocked up a little bit while playing. Because I've inspected it for probably 3 or 4 hours at this point. testing it out, but I've never seen it go higher than this. I could add a roof to it if needed to stop it getting out, but I've honestly never seen it get anywhere near that high, so I don't think the game's going to be ruined before, you know, they unlock the 6 characters, because it's never happened to me, besides that little bug there. We've got the welcome with the sound coming in. Originally Steel was in there as well, but like with this guy here, couldn't get it to display properly, so I've just put her out here where she can talk to the person in this chair there to, you know, somewhere for her to sit. She's not actually going to sit, but you know, that was just my thinking. We've got the tutorial here. These little fire hydrants that are invisible, they just send a message to the person when they try and take that coin out, just to let them know that it doesn't actually work out on these ones. That's something that, you know, people are definitely going to try. They're going to grab it and try and make it work, or they'll take it out and they'll weed it somewhere and not realise that it's not actually one of the real coins. So it just warns them, lets them know that this coin actually can't be used out there and they should just take it back or something like that. Let's just see what it says. Actually, it's on the coin. So yeah, it just says, it's got warning in red, and it says this is a demo coin and won't unlock other players. So that just stops them, you know, taking it out and wasting time with it, and, you know, does inform them that they can't actually use this coin when they're not supposed to. I just had a cut there, but I don't remember exactly what I was up to. But as you can see, there's these people trapped in potentially glass, if you want to call it that. You put a coin there, glass disappears, and you've got 6 different characters, each which spawn when, you know, you select them in the position you want them in. There was that bug that it destroyed the one that was there before and then destroyed the one you just spawned, and no matter what, I couldn't get it perfect. So what happens at the moment is that it's called, the killed command's called on the original one, as well as a second call is made, which goes to another call, which then spawns it in. So basically there's that little delay there, and that's fixed the problem mostly. Potentially I could put another call in between there to attempt to delay it that little bit more, but it really depends on, you know, what's called first. And, you know, I can't really do anything about that. I couldn't figure out a way to get it working perfectly, but it's pretty close to being perfect, but as perfect as it's going to be. You know, other people will definitely notice this bug, but there's nothing I can do, and there's no downside. Like, they'll see it die, or they won't, and they'll notice that there's, you know, they don't have the 3 players that they're supposed to, and then they can just call in a new one. There's no negative impact in the way that you know, they've got to go farm coins again or something like that. You know, they can just easily fix it, which is good. I don't think I'd be able to release the game without doing that. So you get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of these coins because they're not supposed to be there. We've got a coin spawner there, player spawns and messages and stuff in there. Lots of invisible items. We'll have a look at the logic. As you can see, you know, that's all the logic that's needed. These first 3 are just a kill thing, and then these ones are the spawn logic. You only need 1 kill, 1 here to do all the logic for killing the players, but I put in 3 just to make it easier for me. That's about it, really. I mean, we've got the spot over here, but that's literally just environment. Space to be used, you know. Same as over here, you know, nothing too exciting. Tutorial, I explained that. Start. That's basically it. Took me 2 whole days to complete this. A lot of it was spent on just writing the logic. That's it. Thank you for checking this out. I'll catch you guys later.